Hey guys, welcome back to Smart Web's basic WordPress site tutorial series. This is video number 3. We're going to be going over WordPress plugins. I'm going to teach you about some really important plugins, and also I'm going to teach you about some how to install plugins, update your plugins, and just get your website plugins looking good and working. So let's go ahead and get started. So right here I'm in my admin panel, my dashboard, and I'm going to go over here to the left and click plugins, and this is what shows up. If you this is a list of the current plugins that you have installed, and if you remember from video 2, we installed Advanced Code Editor and got rid of the 3 default plugins because they're useless. So if you wanted to update a plugin, it would have a little option here and a little warning underneath that said that the plugin needed to be updated. And also when you're in the dashboard, it'll say up here in the top that your plugin needs to be updated. We'll go back to the plugins, and if you wanted to add a new plugin, just click Add New. And obviously here's some popular terms that people have been searching for. Sidebars, that if you click sidebar, it'll take you to some good plugins for sidebar. But for now, what I like to do is install a list of important plugins that I've been using for a long time. So I'm going to go to my website, and so that I get a nice list of important plugins that I've been using over the years. And this is a WordPress website also. I'm just going to go to the dashboard and go to my plugins. Obviously you can see there's a whole bunch of information here. One day I'll go over it in a whole tutorial. And here's my plugins for this website. As you can see, I have a ridiculous amount of plugins. So when people tell you, oh, don't use too many plugins, it might crash your website, don't listen to that. It's not going to crash your website. As a matter of fact, these plugins make your website a lot faster, make your website a lot more compatible, and just make it into a better experience for your users. So if we just go down the list, we already have Advanced Code Editor up here in the top. Akismet, we deleted that one in our website. All-in-One SEO Pack, I like to go ahead and install this one. So I'll just search All-in-One SEO Pack. It's not coming up. I guess it's not supported anymore. Well, that sucks, but anyway, we'll go ahead and continue. bbPress is a forum software for WordPress. If you want forums on your website, I suggest you install bbPress and also BuddyPress. BuddyPress will make your website into a social network. GD star rating, that's for rating posts. Go ahead and install that if you want to rate your posts and pages. Google Analytics dashboard, that's an important one. Oh, that's why it was stuck on keyword. Let's go back and try that again. See, you always learn something new. All-in-One SEO Pack. Make sure it says keyword over here on the left. Oh, there we go. So I'll go ahead and install that. Just click install. Do you want to install this plugin? Yes. Click OK. And then what you're going to have to do after that, after it's successfully installed, is activate it. And now it's activated. Obviously it needs to be configured. You can go through all those settings later. Right now we're just going to download all the plugins that we need. So I'll go back to where we're GD star rating. If you want to rate things on your website, such as posts, pictures, pages, it's a good one. Install, activate, and now it's activated. Add new to search for a new one. And the next one is Google Analytics Dashboard. This is an important plugin. On your dashboard you can see all your Google Analytics information. I use this one a lot. If I go back to my dashboard in my main website, as you can see, here's Google Analytics Dashboard is down here, and it shows all the information for my website. It tracks all different kinds of things: bounce rate, average time, new visits, page views, GD star rating. These are all the ratings from people that I get. Let's go back. This Google Sitemap plugin. I like to use Google XML sitemaps. It automatically submits your sitemap, and a sitemap is the layout of your website. So basically, it automatically submits it to all the search engines out there for you. So you don't even have to do anything except send a new one when it's time. But I'll go ahead and activate that one. So we have Google XML sitemaps. Maintenance mode is an important one, and I'll show you why. Search for maintenance mode, install, activate. And now when we go to our website, everybody's seeing this nasty website's not finished. We haven't even gotten to it yet. And they're also seeing all the changes that we make every time they refresh their page. So maintenance mode comes in really handy if you want to put your website in maintenance mode so that people can't see what you're doing and you have to log in. If you go over here into settings and pop down this little window right here, maintenance mode, and a lot of your plugins will be down here. The settings for those plugins will be over here on the left. If you can't find them over here on the settings, they might be down here, like GD star rating. Also, they might not even have a link. You might have to just go to the plugins page right here and click the settings. But go to maintenance mode, and you can activate it and save it. Now when we go to our test site, if for instance I'm going to log out and then go back to the test site, our website is in maintenance mode, obviously. And this cool little window, it just tells you everybody, this is what everybody sees right now. Sorry, we'll be back, blah blah blah. Well, I'm going to go ahead and log back in, and it shows you a little window in the dashboard. The maintenance mode is active. Don't forget to deactivate it as soon as you're done. That's a good little thing there. Go back to the plugins page, click add new, and we'll continue to add more plugins. Online backup for WordPress, this is a good one. You can set a backup date or backup time, and it'll automatically back up your whole WordPress website and send it to your email. So I like to use this one a lot. Just set it up to do it automatically, and then you can see in your email when it's been updated. Quick cache, if you want your website to be way quicker, I highly suggest you install this plugin. Quick cache is really important, and basically what it does is makes the cache, a lot quicker, obviously. So now that that's installed, redirection, if you're gonna say after a month of after a month of having your website up, you see that people are going to this one page and you don't understand why, because there's nothing on there. Well, redirection will go ahead and redirect the person to the home page or whatever page you want them to redirect to. You can also use redirection to change where, if say a user logs in, instead of taking them to the home page, it'll take them to where you want them to go, such as a members area or their account, or obviously you can name a million different things. Search everything. It searches pages. It searches, instead of just tags and categories, when somebody searches in the window, for instance, right here in the search windows, somebody searches right there, it'll show up the searches for pages, posts, attachments, drafts, everything, instead of just categories and tags. So go ahead and install that one. Install now, activate, and you see it's a process. Every single time you do the same thing. Install now, activate, okay. And then make sure your website is still good. It's good. Spam IP blocker. If you have a lot of spammers and you know their IP address, spam IP blocker can redirect them to a web page that tells them, look, you can't be spamming my website anymore, and that's the only page they'll get. Stop spammer registration plugin. Basically, it'll stop people at the registration page. Don't really worry about that, because there's a way better one now. It's called Vanguard, and it takes a little bit of setting up to do, but it's really, really important that you have this, because if not, you're going to have robots after robots after robots come to your website, making comments, putting links on your website. I mean, one day I logged in after not even 10 hours of not being on my website. I logged in and I had 200 comments, and they all had the same link from the same guy. What Vanguard does is check the emails, check the names, check the posts. It checks everything on their database to make sure that this guy isn't a spammer trying to register for your site. It does take a little bit of setting up to do. So right here it says Vanguard is almost ready. After you install, you have to enter in your Vanguard API key for that to work. So if you click the link, enter your Vanguard API key, it takes you to the Vanguard settings. For many people, Vanguard will greatly reduce or completely eliminate the sploggers you get on your site. A splogger is basically a spam robot that goes on blog websites and puts a bunch of comments and stuff. If one does happen to get through, simply mark it as splogger on the user screen. If you don't have an API key yet, get one. That's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to get an API key. So go ahead and click that, and then you just register up. It'll give you the API key, copy it, come back here, paste the API key in there, and click update options. Security questions, you can add new security questions for when people register to your website. And for instance, what color is the sky? And a robot isn't going to be able to read this and comprehend, okay, it's blue. It's a robot. So, I mean, you can add all different kinds of questions. Don't make them too confusing, though, because people are going to get frustrated and not want to register on your site if they answer it wrong. So, I could add another, what color is the grass? Some people might answer, oh, so grass is brown, blah, blah. Grass is green. Come on. Most grass is green. So, it's not a bad question. Just make sure you don't make it confusing. You can change the settings. You can change all these different settings. Ninja mode is pretty cool. People, you can report people and they won't even know it. Block domains. If you have people that are trying to register for your site, it'll show up here. And you can check the network status of Vanguard. Obviously, we haven't entered in our key, so it's not going to work yet. The other thing that you need to set up for plugins, and this will be the last thing before the next video, all-in-one SEO pack. Go to the admin page link up here, and obviously you can enable it, disable it, here you're going to want to type in your home title, your description, and your home keywords. This is, I mean, what is your website about? Mine's comma separated also. Smart web, comma, space, tutorials, space, video, WordPress, installing, themes, customize, you know, just whatever you're, think about your website in 10 words or less, and that's what you want it to be. None of these other options are really important right now. Google Analytics ID, you can put in your Google Analytics ID and it'll track everything for you. It'll put the Google Analytics into every page, every post, every part of your website. So when you get your Google Analytics ID, you go ahead and put that in there. We'll talk about that in a different video. Setting up Google Analytics. We'll talk about that in a different video. You can, you know, a whole bunch of different options here. Just make sure you save, and then it should be good. Maintenance mode is still active. But go ahead and go back to the dashboard. Everything looks like it's running. So let's go ahead and check out the website. And when you, oh yeah, one thing I forgot to talk about, when you install Quick Cache, you want to go to the main Quick Cache options config page here, config options page, and make sure it's enabled. Just select on and then go down to the bottom and save the changes, and that'll enable Quick Cache. Now if you want to clear the cache automatically, it already does that automatically. If you want to clear it manually, up here there's a button now next to admin, howdy admin, and you can click clear cache and it'll clear the cache. And if you go back to the website and refresh, bam, it's a lot quicker. Don't ask me why. I'm not sure about the technicals of it. It just does, it makes the website a whole bunch quicker. See, boom, it's almost instant. And here's our rating system down here. So pretty cool, pretty cool. There's two different types of ratings, star or up and downs. We can change all that stuff later. So this concludes Smart Web's video tutorial series, video number 3. WordPress plugins, how to install plugins, and how to update plugins, and important plugins. Stay tuned for video number 4. We're going to be going over installing a basic theme and customizing that theme. Thanks.